What if the healing you've been searching for has been hiding in the weird? Taking the Weird Out of Woo is a new series that's on a mission to normalize non-traditional therapies and explore healing beyond the mainstream, one episode at a time. Each week, we bring together 3 powerful elements: a skeptic who's open but unsure, an expert who's lived and studied the method, and a real experience that just might change everything. From sound healing to breathwork, energy medicine, and beyond, we're diving into the woo with curiosity, compassion, and a willingness to ask, could this actually help? This isn't just entertainment, it's an invitation to feel, to heal, and to explore what's possible when nothing else has worked. Welcome to Taking the Weird Out of Woo. Let's heal together. When you think about hypnotherapy, do you think about a gym full of kids and kids on the stage? They're doing crazy things because they're not in their body? You're not alone. But did you know that hypnotherapy has the power to unlock subconscious programming that's no longer serving you or myself? Call it maybe psychic surgery. So today we're going to go learn how hypnotherapy can really elevate your life, whether you're wanting to climb the corporate ladder in business, or whether you're trying to form different relationships with more connection or have better health. So let's go check this out and see how hypnotherapy can help you and I.
Deeper and deeper relaxed, you are now hypnotized. Go ahead and act like a monkey. You are now a monkey. The only way you can be is a monkey.
So we're heading into the roundtable discussion where you will meet Paige Clark, who has first used hypnotherapy to elevate her own athletic game and later guided countless others, from mothers in labor to business professionals breaking their own glass ceilings. And we're starting off by hearing exactly why accessing that Theta state is such a fast track to success. She's about to tell you how.
And I was doing a lot of Tony Robbins and a lot of these different coaching modalities, and it was slow. It was just like not fast enough for me. I like the fastest and easiest way.
My kind of girl.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
And I know that 95% of what we do, say, think, believe is run by our subconscious. And so if I'm going to make a fast and huge shift for someone, it's going to be by addressing that. And so that's when I went into getting a different kind of certification with the hypnosis, more around mindset breakthroughs. And so that's what I'm doing now, is using this timeline therapy and the inner child work and the intergenerational reprogramming and that kind of thing, so that we can have these rapid results in health, wealth, and relationships.
Wow. Yeah. I like quick. My spirit totem animal is a hummingbird.
Me too!
You too?
I love hummingbirds. I almost wore a hummingbird dress. I love hummingbirds.
I watch him, I'm like, zoom.
Yes.
Zoom. There I am. Zoom. I like a little bit of this.
A little bit of that.
Right? What's your spirit totem?
I don't know. I need to find out.
We definitely have to figure that out.
Maybe after. We start to get to know you better. Maybe we can like throw some things out and say, what about this? Or maybe just, who knows? Maybe even in hypnotherapy, we'll find out what our spirit totem is.
The gifts that come are really amazing.
Wouldn't that be so cool? I don't know. Who's to say?
Yeah, just
sorry, I know spirit totem. It's kind of woo. Sorry, I'm already starting to say some weird things. So,
brain works in symbols, stories, and pictures, and so it really makes sense when we bring in animals or bring in symbols and bring in pictures, because our minds can then attach to something positive and identify in a new way. And so it actually can be really powerful to have a totem of some sort.
That is so cool. Mm-hmm. Which leads us to you.
Yeah. Well, I love the idea of the fast track, right? I am always wanting to grow and I'm always wanting to level up. And the fastest way that I can do that, is really how I want to get to it. And I'm a big believer in divine timing and when something shows up for you and just trusting your gut and your intuition. And if something shows up and it calls to you, it's meant for you.
Wow.
And so I knew immediately, when we were introduced, that sounds like something I want to do. I feel like you have to be willing to do the scary things to get to the other side. And so I am always pushing myself to go down that path, even if I don't know what it looks like, and just really, what is the beautiful other side? What am I going to miss out on if I don't do the scary thing? What's that going to look like for me? So wow. I guess that's where the courage comes from, is wanting to see the beauty on the other side.
Is there an area that you're looking at in your life that you would like to have more expansion, more improvement, So I don't even want to put words to it. I want to hear your words. What do you think?
Gosh, the biggest thing that just came to mind as you were asking that is safety. I want to expand my safety when it comes to connections in my relationships or when it comes to having financial or physical security in my life. It's safety, I think, that I'm really looking to expand.
Yeah, that's such a huge part of just letting, and in this session, it's just whatever comes first. That's a really important part of just trusting that whatever vision comes, it is so bizarre when what kind of things come up and someone's like, I have no idea why, but it's an orange. And you're like, okay. And that's exactly what your mind is showing you. And then in the end, it's like the perfect symbol for what they're working for, and opening it up, and it takes some work, and there's the sweetness in life or whatever. But the mind understands symbolism way more than our conscious mind does. And so just trusting, like whatever the first thought is what's going to guide you to where the answers are. Yeah.
I love this. I just feel really impressed to share my first experience with you, just in a very small way, because it was really one of the most beautiful moments of my entire life, and it may give some insight or hope or whatever to Leah here. I had reached out to her because there was some massive confusion within my own self. There was this war, and I've been married to a man for almost 36 years. And I mean, I've been married twice as long as I was single. And just a lot of things were happening. And I started going in, and she invited me and guided me to the part that had really impacted my relationship with not just my husband, but all relationships my entire life. And she introduced me to her. She found out why she was there, how she was there, what kept her around. And the moment that she got me into the hypnosis session and she shared the video with me, and was able to resolve and give another assignment, help her feel empowered. And there was some energy, because I've become more and more aware of energy. I could sense there was this stagnant, really stuck energy on the right side of my body. I've been able to sense that for about 5 years, worked on it, done sound healing, all the things. I literally felt it go away out of my body. It was gone. She brought my husband into my visualization because all I really wanted was clarity. And it was like, my best friend! Oh my gosh, my best friend is here! And it was like I saw him with new eyes, and I'm crying. And my husband says in this visualization, I've been waiting for you for a long time. And it was like from that point forward, he came home from work. And he's like, thank Paige, because she saved our marriage. It's time to head into the hypnotherapy session. And it's interesting to me that originally Leah spoke of her desire to increase and expand her business. And yet, when you really get to the heart of the matter, it's really safety. She wants the finances. She wants her relationships to feel safe. And behind the scenes, she spoke to Paige about this place of loneliness within her. So let's go explore and find out what lonely has to say.
Noticing if there's any tension, any space in your body. And beginning to imagine a color or an energy at the crown of your head that represents peace or calm. Once you have that color, that light, just notice that it begins to pour down over the crown of your head. And breathing into your belly and breathing all the way up into your heart now. Maybe even feel like your heart is the one breathing as it fills with that color of peace and calm. And now that your body is so completely relaxed, I want you to bring your attention to your eyes and notice how deeply relaxed your eyes are. So deeply relaxed, in fact, that they just want to stay closed. That's right, and sitting there in this magical place, your mind begins to open up and you notice that in this space, in this relaxed state, different aspects of yourself are able to show up in an objective sort of way, almost as if they jump outside of your body so you can have a conversation with it. And today you know that you've come to learn about the lonely one, this part of you that just feels like it can't connect with kids, friends, family. It's perhaps afraid of being alone. And when I count from 3 to 1, this part will appear. 3, deep breath. 2, trusting what comes. And 1. Before you now is the lonely one. But when you're ready, go ahead and describe this part. What are they like?
Sad and hunched over.
Yeah. And so go ahead and ask, what would they like to be called?
Marie.
Yeah. Asking Marie, how are you feeling?
Scared.
Yeah. And so I'd like you to ask her, what is she worried about?
Just to take care of everything.
And what's she scared of?
That she won't be able to.
What's Marie's purpose?
To protect.
Yeah, that's right. Whom do you work for?
She works for me.
That's right. And just notice she's sad, she's hunched over, she's been trying to protect, but she's so afraid that she won't be able to. So we just have a few more questions for her, and go ahead and ask, when did you come into being? She may show you a timeline or a picture of a time when she needed to come into being to protect.
It was around my parents' divorce.
Yeah. And about how old were you?
7.
Yeah. Just noticing that she came in to help protect this little 7-year-old. And so I want you to ask if it's okay if you go and be with that 7-year-old now. Is she okay if you go and be with that 7-year-old? Very good. So I want you to go ahead and just be there with this little 7-year-old. And how is she doing?
She's not sure what's happening.
Yeah, and so I want you to introduce yourself. Just let her know that you're her future self and that you're here to help. And just asking, how is she feeling?
She really just wants to play.
Yeah, she just wants to play. And what does she need in order to just be able to go play?
To know that everything's going to be okay.
Yeah. And what else do you tell her?
That it's okay. It's okay to make noise and take up space and be seen.
And I want you to notice that beside you is a special bag. It's almost like Mary Poppins' bag. It's this magical bag that when you reach in, the most perfect gift is within that bag for her. And as you reach in, you may notice that this gift gives her that permission every day. It reminds her of this moment where you came to tell her this important wisdom. And as you pull the gift out of the bag, her eyes may even light up. And as you give it to her, go ahead and describe the gift.
It's a microphone.
Yeah, that's right, this microphone. And she immediately understands. But go ahead and just share, how is this microphone going to help her on her path forward?
It's going to remind her that she can share whatever she has to say with everyone.
And she begins to grow. I want you to see her as she turns 8 and 9 and at school, and when she comes home, and she carries around this microphone. Sometimes she uses it to sing and entertain. Sometimes she just uses it as a reminder that it's okay to share what she has to say. It's okay for her to make noise and to take up space and be seen. That when she holds that microphone, her voice opens up. You may even notice that blue energy swirls around her ears and her throat. And so I want you to notice that you're able to pull another gift out of this bag, a gift that helps her to stay in her own lane, to focus on what she's creating, who she is in the world. Perhaps something that helps her to shine and be a full expression of herself, even in junior high. Whatever you pull out of that bag, go ahead and just hand it to her, and as you're handing it to her, describe what it is.
It's a pair of sunglasses.
That's right. And how do these sunglasses help her to focus on what she's doing rather than all these other people?
Just blocks out all the extra.
Yeah. And notice as she puts these sunglasses onto her face, there's a new confidence about her. With her shoulders back, this new strength in her step, new strength in her shoulders. Watch as she goes through junior high. She's got that microphone. She continues to sing. She's pretty rockin'. Just notice how proud you are of this amazing young girl. Coming from this difficult divorce, having a microphone in her hand and sunglasses on, she's a little rock star. Watch as she goes into high school. How's she doing in high school?
She feels like she's found her tribe in high school.
Yeah. And as she continues to grow and thrive and figure out who she is even more, she develops her talents. She builds friendships. She rocks out sometimes, and she stays in her lane. She's in her business, not worrying about other people so much. I want you to go ahead and stand before her now. As she's graduating from high school, she grows into this beautiful young woman. And you look her in the eyes and you just notice what it's like to stand in her presence. And she thanks you for all those years ago when you came and you gave her that microphone. And I want you to notice that she now hands that microphone back, and she tells you that it's going to be okay. She tells you that it's okay to make noise and to take up space and to be seen. And isn't it interesting that that advice and that wisdom that you shared with her all those years ago is the same wisdom that you need today? What do you notice, and how are you able to show up with this gift of the microphone and the sunglasses?
She's really proud of me.
Yeah. What are you able to accomplish, or how are you able to show up?
With more trust in myself.
What does that look like?
Speaking freely on the opinions I have.
Yeah.
Or the thoughts.
It's so beautiful. And so I want you to now turn back to Marie, your protector. Notice that she's watched this process. Maybe gain a little trust in you, knowing you're here to help. And sometimes our parts get a little defensive because they've been working so hard. And she hasn't been trying to hurt, she's been trying to protect. And so just acknowledge her and say thank you for trying so hard for so long, working so hard. But I want a new experience, a new reality. I want you to begin to share your dream of what's possible. What do you want to create instead of this?
It's being able to use my voice to make choices that take me to those dreams.
Yeah, what would that look like?
Standing up for myself.
Yeah. Every day in every way, trusting that it's safe to speak your mind. And at night you'll repeat your mantra again. Every day in every way, I trust that it's safe to speak my mind. And you'll see it and you'll feel it in every cell of your being. Noticing how throughout the day you're able to see and trust that it's safe to speak your mind. And once you're ready, go ahead and notice that it's time to allow yourself to come back to this time, this space. And as I count from 1 to 10, you're going to come back to full awareness. 1, beginning to wiggle your fingers and toes. 2, as you notice that you're going to remember everything from this session. 3, integrating it all as you move into the rest of the day, week, and months ahead. 4, excited for what's ahead. 5, that deep purple resonating from your heart into the rest of your being. 6 and 7. Taking a deep breath in. 8, feeling great. 9, that's right. All the energy is going to come back into your body as you raise your hands over your head. You put a smile on your face, and the word is yes.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh, beautiful work. How are you feeling?
Good. Lighter.
Yeah. And so your home play, and this is actually a really important part of the process, is to repeat your mantras morning and night. And the reason why we do that is because the brain is reprogrammed in 3 ways. So the first way is through repetition. And so again, you're going to repeat this about 10 times, morning and night. And then the second way is through a heightened emotional state. So even in a car accident or in war or in some trauma, but even in an exciting moment of a concert or something, we can have these moments of deep memory and of our brains being reprogrammed. So you're going to bring in emotion into it. So that's why you see it, you feel it. Where do I feel that safety in my body? Where do I feel my voice opening up? And so you're going to start to feel it, and then you're going to imagine yourself moving forward. And the third way is hypnosis, or a voice of authority. And the reason why hypnosis is a way to reprogram the brain is because you are your own voice of authority within the hypnotic space. And so it's super cool because you found the answers and you brought those answers forward, and now it's just a matter of repeating it and reminding yourself. So in the repetition of it, you're going to remember so much of the session, and and you'll see those visions again, and you'll see each thing as you go through. So you only really need to do it for about 10 days if you do it morning and night, and you'll notice that it's just, at first you're going, is it safe to speak my truth? I don't know. But within 10 days, it'll just be like, yeah, it's totally safe to speak my truth. Like, I just said that, and I felt totally safe in every cell of my being. Like, that was amazing, right? So it doesn't take long. It just takes repetition and using the process. Okay. Yeah. So what was your biggest takeaway from it before we end?
Biggest takeaway, I think, is feeling really held and knowing that I do have all of it within me.
Yeah.
And the answers are there.
Yeah. So how are you feeling?
I feel super peaceful right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And so even as you go in through life, make sure that you're breathing that purple, like the colors, the smells, we can bring all of this in as we're reprogramming the mind. So make sure that when you, like throughout the day, just keep breathing in that purple and feel that peace resonating through your body, and it's just gonna kind of compound the feeling, so it stays with you from now on.
Would you recommend that with a mantra as well? Like,
for sure, breathing in the purple.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. So I love that those colors came in, and the visualization, and just knowing, even visualizing her, visualizing trust, and feeling her, and feeling that blanket wrapped around you, and even having conversations with her, you know?
What was interesting too was the feeling when you said, when she swirled back into me and I felt complete.
Yes.
That was an interesting feeling. Right?
There's a new sense of wholeness.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
There's it's taking apart. Like, it's almost like when she jumped outside of your body, you're like, oh, there's a part of me that's not within me.
Yeah.
But then when she integrates back in, it's like, oh yeah, but it's so much healthier, and it's so much more empowered, rather than tired and sad and lonely and all the things that were really with you before, right?
That's exactly how it felt.
Yeah.
It felt like a reunification of self, but in a positive space.
Yeah. And this is what's so beautiful. Like, one of your intentions was to be able to radiate in the highest frequency, right? Mm-hmm. And as we clean up our parts and do this work, we're able to just shine and be more of a full expression of ourselves, rather than the pulled down versions that come from trauma in childhood. Like, it's just, everyone had it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thank you.
Thank you. So beautiful.
Paige, after folks watch this episode and they hear my dramatic results, they hear, Leah's dramatic experience there and how safe it was and how many transformations that she had, I'm certain they're going to be interested in knowing what you do and how you do it. And if they're in New York, can they still work with you? Because you're here in Utah. How does this work? So you fill me in a little bit in terms of how you work with people and what are the offerings that you have.
Oh, beautiful. So I usually work just one-on-one on Zoom. So 90% of what I do is all virtual, and we can do it with anyone, and we hop on. I just need to be able to see your mouth, your breathing, and otherwise it's just as effective. I actually really like virtual, because you don't have to have the stress of a commute and having to get into a different environment. You can just be in the comfort of your own home.
Wow, comfort of your own home. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it works really well.
That's great. I know that you do other things. So you do one-on-one sessions, but then you also have other offerings.
Yeah, so the hypnosis, the one-on-one, I sell in packages. So it's usually a 3 or a 6 month package. And then I have retreats. I have a group class that I teach once a week that kind of aligns the conscious mind with the subconscious reprogramming that we do in one-on-one hypnosis sessions. But we also do group hypnosis.
Wonderful. And where would they get to, like, how do they connect with you? I'm sure we're going to have all of the links in the show notes so you can access it very easily. But if they wanted to follow you, like, what's the easiest way to get in touch with you?
It's just Paige, my name, Paige, 360.com.
Perfect.
Super easy.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it has all my links, all my websites, all my retreats, but it's all the links all in one site.
No, I can't recommend this woman high enough. And thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for being the light in this world that you are. And thank you for gracing us with your expertise and guiding one of our beautiful skeptics. She wasn't very skeptical today, on this journey back to herself.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This has been such a joy.
Yes, all right. Thank you. In closing this hypnotherapy session, it's truly fascinating to reflect on Leah's journey. She originally came in focused on expanding her real estate business, breaking through those glass ceilings, and creating financial abundance. But through the beautiful process of hypnosis, she discovered that at the heart of it was a desire for safety. Safety to use her voice, to be seen and to feel truly heard. By meeting that place of loneliness she called Marie, Leah unlocked the deeper truth blocking her path. And like so many of us, she learned that once we give ourselves permission to be heard, our relationships, our finances, and our sense of safety all start to transform. Thanks for joining us.